100 years ago to the day, Brighton and Hove Albion hosted Brentford in the old Division 3 South at the Goldstone Ground. A century on, the Seagulls welcome in the new year for the 8th time as an established Premier League club. Already seeing both sides look to get forward at every possible opportunity, and João Pedro might have a chance to do that. And Ciso off the upright and away. Here it is again, Belieber into João Pedro, cushioned it back to Enciso, couldn't wrap his right boot around it enough to keep it inside of Flecken's post. Good early chance from the Albion, they're looking bright. Albion have been fantastic so far at stealing it back every time Brentford get a sniff of bringing it forward. Gruder, space for Belieber, that normally spells trouble. João Pedro looking for O'Reilly, might still run for Carlos Belieber. He'll shoot from the angle and Flecken has to drop down to his left to palm it away. João Pedro more than comfortable with his back to goal, and he's left bare knee for dust there. He's taken the free kick quickly. It's a wonderful idea. The touch from Mitoma isn't bad either. Mitoma scooped towards Enciso, and Flecken's there to gobble it up for Brentford. It was all about the quick thinking of João Pedro, first to turn knee, then to hit the long diagonal to Mitoma. Cut in field, guided it right onto the head of Julio Enciso. Could never generate the power to trouble Flecken. Enciso closing down Nathan Collins. Damsgaard dinked forward, Roerslev joining in, Van Hecke's calm, he's not got there, and Wissa could be in, and Wissa has the bees in front. Albion appealing for offside, no sign of that yet, and Yoane Wissa on the counter-attack has stung the Albion with a fine finish into the top left. It is being checked by the VAR assistant, which is Chris Kavanagh for today. From the first angle we've seen, it looked like Yoane Wissa was able to hold his run, but the lines say otherwise, and it looks like Yoane Wissa has maybe gone a fraction too early. The Amex celebrates, it's a let-off for Brighton and Hove Albion. Now Gruder again. It's patient from the Seagulls. Held up well by O'Reilly, scooped towards Enciso, and Flecken could read the flight of the ball all too easily. It's another header from Julio Enciso, not known for his aerial ability. He's had 3 headers already. Might have a shot from range here. Enciso. Now is Stupinian. Turning is Enciso, João Pedro. Veltman, out to Gruder. Plenty of movement for the Seagulls. O'Reilly, good touch into space. Where will this land? It's away by Roerslev. Flecken stopped it through the crowd, and Roerslev hacked it clear. A delightful touch by O'Reilly to drag that into a shooting position, and from the angle tested Flecken, who got down well again. Bowled out by Verbruggen. Dunk. First time from Estupinian, and now Mitoma, wrong side of the Brentford back line, looking to cross, took a deflection. Flecken reacted brilliantly and sweep it into the corner from the edge. Mark Flecken has gone down again for Brentford, so it looks like that's confirmed now. We will see Hakon Valdimarsson onto the pitch. This is very problematic indeed for the West London club. Brentford will counter. Damsgaard has a long way to go, and Belieber for company. He's still going, Damsgaard. What a run this is. Van Hecke's been beaten. On goes Damsgaard. It took Joel Veltman coming across to put an end to that. My goodness, what a run. Here's another one that can run. Kaoru Mitoma. Gruder. Albion counter this time. Too many green shirts in his way. And O'Reilly. And it skims just wide. End-to-end stuff at the Amex. From Damsgaard's run at one end to O'Reilly's thunderous effort at the other. And Hakon Valdimarsson would have been able to do nothing about that had it been on target. In the end, takes a nick on its way behind. Ticking towards half-time in this final home game of the year for the Albion. In from O'Reilly, Van Hecke jumping. Mitoma striking! And it's into this side netting. Well, a few in here thought that one had bulged the back of the net. Kaoru Mitoma certainly caught a hold of it. And it skimmed off the surface towards the top corner of Valdimarsson's goal. It's into the side netting in the end. It remains Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Brentford 0. And it has been an unmissable first half of football. Here's Vitaly Janelt. Better from Brentford, certainly in possession, looking sharper at the moment. And Burmo and Janelt and Wissa tried to strike goalward. Van Hecke was there to block. Both Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford in the bottom 6 of the Premier League form table at the moment. Norgaards and Lewis Potter now. Damsgaard again in space. Tried to be too clever. Janelt swung into the penalty area. Van Hecke's there again. Norgaard, it's spectacular and it's wide. Acrobatics from Christian Norgaard. The scissor kick to get his balance mid-air. He couldn't find the bottom left with it. Would have been something special had it gone in. Line splitting pass to find João Pedro. Pass Yarmoliuk, quick feet, even better strength than João Pedro. Was held every step of the way by Yarmoliuk, and that will be a yellow card for the substitute. Another yellow card for Brentford to add to the one Ben Nee picked up earlier. We are going to see the substitution for Brighton and Hove Albion. Pedro wasn't happy. He threw an elbow. I think he knew that was never making contact, but maybe João Pedro stays on. That seems the right decision to me. Van Hecke. Now Yankuba Midza. Scoop towards the back post. Adingra is waiting for it. It's across the face of goal. Ayari! Into the stand and away from danger. The wait goes on for his first Albion goal. Had a chance late on against West Ham. Another chance there for the Swede. Offside flag. Likely would have come up against Adingra anyway. But Ayari underneath it. And a let-off for Brentford regardless. An emotional moment for him, no doubt. Back in that blue and white shirt, the Sussex-born Solly March on the pitch again for Brighton and Hove Albion. After everything he's endured, after the longest of roads back, Solly March arrives home again for the final home game of 2024. Estupiñán. Maybe one more trip to the final third. Here's Ayari across the face of goal, and Collins steals it away and sends it out for an Albion corner. A corner kick in the last minute of stoppage time at the end of the last home game of 2024. In from Ayari. Valdimarsson rolls to Solly March. He couldn't, could he? Solly March setting himself, and it's over the top. Oh my word, the script was written for Solly March, and he wasn't too far away from delivering. And that will do it here at the Amex. Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford end as they started. A back and forth, entertaining game, but ultimately no goals. And it finishes here Brighton and Hove Albion 0. Brentford 0.